How does God make real worshipers out of people who just want to deflect? Well, look at verse 21. Jesus responds, "Woman, believe me." Jesus said, that's an urgent, tender call to trust. Believe me, trust me. "The hour is coming when neither on this mountain nor in Jerusalem will you worship the Father." It's hard for us to today to feel the weight of this line. For centuries, these places, Gerizim for the Samaritans and Jerusalem for the Jews, had been focal places of worship. Their whole identity was wrapped around those places. So to say worship is not going to be tied to those places anymore was kind of like announcing a seismic shift in the whole world of faith. But Jesus is not simply correcting some geography issue. He's dismantling the idea that worship can be confined to an address. So Samaritans, they tied holiness to their mountain, Jews to their city. Jesus says, look, there's an end of all sacred places now. So think about what you must be thinking then. What's the problem? If not here, and if not there, if those aren't the places we worship, then where do we go? Where can we connect with God? The whole idea of belonging, of where to meet God, is being taken down, and it's at the same time, it's terrifying and it's freeing. It's terrifying because all of the old uncertainties crumble, but it's freeing because if worship isn't tied to one location, then nobody is shut out from God by distance or birth or tribe. Again, we wrestle with this today. We don't argue about Gerizim or Zion, but we still look for an address. Now, that church is where God really shows up. Oh, that conference, if you go there. It looks secular sometimes. You know, if you do this retreat, or if you finally get this app, or if you go to this stadium, if you experience this concert, we crave a zip code for transcendence, a venue where we can say, yeah, if you go there, that's where heaven touches earth. But if worship is tied to an address, it becomes completely fragile. You lose the building and you lose your access. You change the music, and suddenly you've lost your connection to the living God. Move cities, and now you've lost your God. That's why Jesus speaks with urgency. If worship is going to magnify God, enable us to see Him as big as He really is, like a telescope, it can't be about our preferences. It has to be released from the prison of place, of location. Think about the child whose father works so much that he thinks the only place I can ever connect with my father is the downtown office. If my father is there, I'm safe and secure. I know I'm not abandoned. I'll just go downtown and see him. How much better to learn that the Father's love is not tied to an address, but the Father's love is with the child everywhere. I can call my Father anytime.